Go ahead and close your eyes. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Allow the muscles in your face to droop down. Unclench your jaw. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Go ahead and open your eyes. Hello and welcome back to Mindful Moves. My name is Dans and I am so happy that you're here again today. I am very passionate about this topic. If you know me, you'll know me well enough to know that nature is my absolute safe space, happy place, green zone, nervous system is relaxed, and I'm so excited to speak to you about it today. And off the bat, I just want to start by saying this is when I realized how much of it is not our fault that we're in nature. I was having a conversation a couple of years ago with my dad, and we were talking about, I was in my journey and I was learning so much about how important it is to get out in nature and how regulating it is for us and all of these things. And I was having a conversation and I said to my dad, so when do you usually go into nature? And now he's a businessman and he's been for many, many years and he's really done an amazing job of looking after us. So I know him, to go to work every day. And I asked him, what's your routine? Like, what's your day to day? And he said, well, I wake up very early in the morning and then I get ready, I shower, put my shoes on, go to work, I come home, and I eat my food and I'm inside, I'm relaxing, switching off before bed, before the next day of work. And we came to the conclusion together, which was so amazing, is that humans are just surrounded by artificial surfaces, and you wake up just like my dad would and put on your shoes, go to work, you're inside, you're in your car or however you get there. And it's very rare nowadays that we would take the time in a busy society of working a normal job to take the time to go outside and just be barefoot in nature and connecting with the earth. And from that conversation, it was so lovely because my dad then decided to prioritize, even if it's for 5 minutes, going outside, being able to just connect with the earth, whatever it may be. And I'm here to speak on that because I think that immediately for a lot of people, it might feel there's resistance and this immediate jump to, but I'm too busy and I have kids and I don't have an outside area and there's no time in my day. And as much as that can feel like a story you'd like to continue saying, I'm here to remind you that it's totally, totally up to you. And there's this misconception that if you need to be a nature person, you need to be out there all the time and spending most of your time there. That's not the point. As you know by now, through these past 2 months of this podcast, it's about small integration into your life because these tiny moments in our day actually just make up most of our life. So as we did with month 1 with breath, and then month 2 with movement incorporated into your day, we're going to be incorporating nature. And what's beautiful about this one is that it stacks really nicely with your other habits. So if you were, and I hope you are, still doing your morning breathing, you could do that outside, or you can open a window and get fresh air. You could also spend it on your walk. You could, in your movement phase, you can go outside for the walk instead of maybe going on a treadmill. Whatever you have access to. And I know that so many people live different lives. So not many of us have access to the beauty and the nature around us, but make it work, whatever would work for you, whether that's even sitting and having a cup of tea on the inside but watching some birds for 5 minutes instead of scrolling on your phone. This is already a huge step. So that's all that you're going to be incorporating for this month and into your life. Take time to be with nature and let it come naturally, whatever feels best. Remember that we are so linked heavily with nature, and to prioritize making time and going outside when in whatever way is possible and accessible for you, is going to make you feel so much better. We naturally bring down inflammation just by being barefoot outside with a natural surface of the earth. And there's just so many benefits of the fresh air. I personally have not spoken to anybody who's gone out and either gone for a swim in a lake or the ocean, gone for a hike, went and looked at some birds outside, took some deep breaths outside, went on a walk, whatever it may be, who came back saying, you know what, that actually made me feel worse. I've never had that experience. And I think that that's the main takeaway, is that it's up to you to find those, literally, if it's 2 minutes or 5 minutes, whatever it may be, find something that works for you and works for your life. And these micro moments are really everything. And I think the sooner we realize that you're not being asked to go, like I say, on a hike for an hour every day in the mountains and be one with nature. The point is more to just become aware of your surroundings and see if you can go from an artificial kind of ground or area and try and go into a more natural one. It really, really just links deeply with us humans. And another thing I'd love to just bring up is our natural rhythms and how nature can actually help us so much with that and with regulating our nervous system. And I know it can feel so easy to want to wake up and go on your phone and scroll there, because it's also got this light and you already started with an alarm, and that might already send shockwaves through your body. Just a quick tip there: if you can, make your alarm resembling the sound of birds, because that's a natural thing for the brain to hear, because anything else kind of gives this really intense wake up. So try that really helps me. But yeah, there's so many ways we can start the day or end the day and have a lunch break in the day, but it's up to you to choose what's important to you. And another great thing is sunlight, balancing this natural circadian rhythm that we have. I didn't focus on that in the mornings or the evenings. And now it's a solid practice of mine that whenever I have the accessibility and when I have, I watch the sunrise or I watch the sunset. I get sunlight in my eyes when I wake up. And this really helps. I mean, before, if you go back and you think about how humans are and how it was in the past, we didn't always have access to so much technology. And it used to be that our body would sync in a cycle with the sun and the moon, and nighttime and daytime. And if you can bring back that rhythm in whatever form, it's going to benefit you greatly. So try and prioritize getting sunlight. I know that a lot of people avoid the sun, and obviously you need to not spend 6 hours lying in the sun, but taking in that 20 minutes of vitamin D, it's a natural process, and it gives you so much energy. I honestly, when I am feeling drained or I've had a long work day, I prioritize going and lying in the sun. And a lot of the time we think, okay, but I don't feel like it. I'd rather scroll on my phone. Do it, fine, if you want to, but then go lie in the sun while you're doing it, or go sit and put your feet in the sun, whatever it may be. Obviously, not everybody has access in terms of weather to the sun, but wherever you can, if you have accessibility, utilize that. Go outside, get the UV rays if you need. And yeah, I think that that's been something in my life that I used to see as, I need to go and I need to, in the beginning, it feels like that. I need to go into nature, regulate my nervous system. But eventually you crave it. Your body really, after a long work day, being able to go out in nature, even just observe some birds is just like the most beautiful thing, or any animals for that matter. And being able to reconnect with the earth in that way is a very special gift that we have. And if you have access to it and you're denying yourself this beautiful, beautiful experience, I highly recommend to just look inwards and see if you've got the availability to create a new way of life. And a lot of us can, and a lot of us will stay stuck in our stories. And it's up to you. I feel as though we are here. If you're listening to this, you're most likely looking to do inner work and explore where in your life you can improve. And this is 100% one of them. Nature gives you so much. And the more you spend time in it, the more you'll feel connected to yourself. This is my firm belief. Being able to take a few couple deep breaths in nature, or just go and sit and look at something beautiful in nature. It's a real, I don't even know how to categorize it, but it's something that is so innate in us that I think it deserves a bigger place in our life, and not just for once a year when you go and do a holiday and you go and look at mountains or you go to the beach. If you have any access to any nature, incorporate it into your life. It will transform many, many things. And with that, I'm going to end by saying the light that you're constantly seeking outside of yourself is waiting to be acknowledged within. Thank you for being here. Have a lovely day and enjoy your time in nature today.